Hey, Nina, just see your comment in the chat. How you doing? Hey, BB.
Hello, Professor.
BB, I owe you an email. I've seen it. I just did not have time, but I will probably reply tomorrow. I know it's there, I promise.
That's okay, Professor. That's okay, no problem. I will ask the same question today. But a little bit change it.
Okay, sounds good. That's great. I like that.
Professor, how are you?
I am okay. How you doing, Nina? Is everything okay?
I was in car accident and like my back hurts. One guy, he hate me. He didn't see me and he thought like I'm not here. He said, I didn't saw you.
Oh my God.
And hit me on the back, like my crushed my car and like I have pain like in my, and I right now can't go to the office like because I have pain like on my back.
I'm so sorry.
But like everything is fine. Like even like I just almost over, I get infection. I don't know, like I lost my voice and was like fighting 1 week almost like over. And like I just like come out and like what just take exit from freeway. It's just like boom.
Mm. Oh my God. Well, thank God you're still safe, but that's so horrible.
You like I'm here, I hearing you because like I came to the office and I wanna talk like chiropractor and like they check like what's going on because like I couldn't, I mean like it's really hurts me right now. Like it wasn't like at first, like I not feel like
Of
second.
course. No, that I think that was another student just coming into the classroom. I'm just saying, I understand.
Good, and I'm listening you, I will be in you by Zoom, but like I just want to make sure you know that like how I
And you know what I will say, Ina, take care of yourself.
man, like I don't know why it's like my life is going crazy. I feel like all the time I'm in trouble. I just like one thing finish it like for what? Like I just drove like careful and somebody didn't see you, they hate you. Just like you say I didn't saw you because probably they were over speed and like on the phone, I guess. Because like how it's possible you not see car behind you?
I think many people need the semester to be over, this year to be over. Let's have a new year, new semester. Let's start.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank
You, Professor.
I'm with you.
How's everything with
everything
you?
with you.
Everything good with your.
Yeah, it's okay. I guess it's just working. Arifa, I'm muting you because I can hear an echo from your computer, Arifa. That's why I'm muting you. If you have a question, you can unmute, but there's some bad audio when you're unmuted. Yeah, I'm okay. You know, just working with my family. We're preparing for my mom's funeral, and I'm gonna go be in Stockton in what, like 6 or 7 days? No, 7 or 8 days or something like that. So just doing that stuff and being with my family and grading and teaching and all that stuff. So, but I'm okay, you know, but I'm ready for the end of the semester too, you guys. I promise I'm ready.
I don't know. Just like sometimes, you know, like you feel like just on that moment, everything happens, everything. Like then, like I don't know.
All we can do.
anyway, when I choose anyway, like thanks God for everything, like what, like forever. Like how I've said, we don't have any choice.
All we can do is the best we can do. You know what I mean? That's all we can do. And hi, Khalida, just saying hi to people in the chat. And Zainab came in, Zukhal's here, Anna's here, Arifa's here. Hi, you guys. Khalida's here too.
Good evening.
Hi, Anna. We'll wait a minute or two and see who comes, but it's been very quiet this week after Thanksgiving, you guys. I work in the lab, 2 days a week for 4 hours. And yesterday in the lab, it was not a lot of students, So we'll see who's here today. But if you're watching on the recording, I've got important information, I think hopefully good news, good information to share with you all. So please keep watching the recording. And for the rest of you, I know, you guys can ask questions. When you have questions, just ask them. But we'll wait another minute or two and see if anybody else shows up today. But I swear this semester has felt like one of the longest semesters I've ever been teaching. I don't know why. It doesn't matter why, I guess, but man, 4 months, but it feels like 2 years, my Lord.
Can I ask my question, Professor?
Sure, baby.
So I want to analyze some sentences.
Yeah, let's, can we, you know what, maybe, why don't I just, Phoebe, let's save your examples, because for the grammar stuff today, I really
Yes.
just want student examples. So can I just make my announcements first and then we'll go to your
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Ina says, yeah, not a long semester. I agree. Well, hi to everybody who is here with me. We've got, what, 3, 6, 7 black squares. It is good to see you guys. I'll tell you what we are doing. But today is Tuesday, November 30th, 2021, week 15. Oh my God. Of the fall 2021 semester. Here's what we're doing. I've got some important announcements about the final exam. I've got information about the final Zoom meeting. I've got information about, I should add, one-on-one conference sign up. I'll tell you what that is. And then Bibi, and then you're up, because I just wanted to make sure we have time for student Q&A at the end. But here's what we're going to talk about today. So I'll go through that first. And then if you guys have questions, grammar writing 3 questions, homework questions, save them. And then I will answer all of them at the end.
First, okay, thank you, Professor.
Of course. First, though, the first announcement here is the final, I'm going to review the final exam instructions in Canvas. I know I said, okay, I would show you this next week, but I decided to show you now. So let me show you what that is and answer any questions. So again, as always, if you go to assignments, and you will see the final reflection is there in Canvas. Remember, it says final reflection, but this is the final exam, right? This is the final exam. As I said, the school says, Jeff, you must give your students a final. So here's the final exam, okay? So first thing you will notice, this assignment is due by December 16th, that's a Thursday, December 16th by 5:30 p.m. The reason that it is due at this time is if you click this link, it will take you to the final exam schedule, right? That is when our class is scheduled. This is when we would have our regularly scheduled final exam, okay? Oh, excuse me, sorry, I'm going back up here. So that's the due date, right? December 16th by 5:30 p.m. 100 points. And here's the instructions. So the final exam for this class, it's not a test, it's not even a grammar exam, it is a personal reflection on your learning this semester. I want you to submit a document, or if you just want to type in the chat box, the text box, that's fine too. But a document that answers the following questions. Please note, you must write 200 words per question or 800 words total. So this is going to be 800 words of writing. Grading and the due date. So the only thing that matters for your grade, you guys, I'm making the final, I always make the final as easy as possible, is the word count, right? I'm going to be very clear and strict here. if you give me 800 words before 5:30 on December 16th, you will get 100 points. That's all I'm grading for. Do you do it? Did you follow the instructions? But if you give me under 800 words, if you give me 750, if you submit the exam on December 17th, you are going to get 0 points. So I cannot say this more clearly. Please, please give me 800 words before 5:30 p.m. on Thursday, December 16th. If you do that, you get your points. Okay, so as it says here, if your reflection is under 800 words total, you'll receive a grade of 0. Per the ARC Fall 2021 fall exam schedule, your final reflection must be submitted before 5:30 p.m. on Thursday, December 16th. Any assignment submitted after this time will receive a 0. So what are you going to write about? You've got 4 questions to answer. And like I said, my suggestion is 200 words per question. But if you really like one question and you want to write 300 or 400 words about that one and keep another answer shorter, that is fine too, right? All that matters is total, total, total. So here are the 4 questions. 1, what is something you really enjoyed learning this semester? Why did you enjoy learning it? And how will you use it in the rest of your academic career? 2, what is something you wish we had learned more about? How do you plan to learn about this in the future? 3, how has this class changed the way you think about grammar? And number 4, how has this class changed the way you write? That is the final, right? That is the final exam. 800 words, answer those questions on or before December 16th at 5:30 p.m. You get your points. If it's after December 16th at 5:30 or under 800 words, I will have to be the mean teacher because of the rules from the school, and you will get a 0, okay? So any questions about the final reflection activity? Clear? Can you give me a yellow thumbs up for people if it is good? Are we good? Does this make sense? What I'm asking you to do?
No question yet.
Perfecto.
It's almost like my final essay.
Yes. Well, yeah. Again, I don't think of it like an essay, though, right? You don't need to have you don't need a thesis statement. You don't need a body paragraph, right? All I want you to do is just more writing. And my dream is, what I like to do as a teacher is I get to see your first welcome letter, and then I get to see your final reflection. I will see the progress, the change, the growth, how much you learned. So if you want to, you can go back, right? After you finish the final, look at what you wrote this week and look at what you wrote in week 1. I promise you will see a difference. You will see a difference.
Thank you, Professor. Yeah, we will improve a lot.
Yeah, I think
we already improved, Professor. Sorry, we already improved a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually,
that's what I'm saying.
For me, yeah, for me, it's for
me.
Agree.
I think all of you have. I think all of you have. Okay, so that's all I have to say about the final exam, the final reflection. It's kind of like an essay, but not really. Just answer 4 questions, give me 800 words on time, you're good. Last call for questions. Okay. Announcement number 2. Announcement number 2. So announcement number 2, I think for many people, this will be good news. This is the last Zoom meeting of the semester. I do not have any new information to teach you or show you next week. Grammar Writing 3 will be due at that time. So if you need help with Grammar Writing 3, I want you to come talk to me, and I have information about that too here. But I don't think we need to meet next week. And I think if you need to use that 1 hour time for the final, right? If you're stressed about time, use that 1 hour and a half of Zoom time for another class, any other activity, spend time with your family, whatever you want. But I think that you can use that time better if we don't have a Zoom meeting. So this today will be our last Zoom meeting of the semester. As I say here, I want you to focus on finishing all of the assignments in Canvas. And remember, the final day to submit all assignments. So the final is due on December 16th, but that's the final day for any other lessons. So if you have a 0 on a lesson that you want to get points for, you must put it in on or before December 16th. Now, I can give you until midnight on the 16th, okay? But anything you send for assignments that are not the final, I cannot stress this enough, final 5:30, final 5:30. The other things in Canvas, you can submit up until the end of the day on December 16th, but that is the official end because that's our scheduled final exam day. That's it. That's the last day I can accept work, okay? So that's this slide. This slide says today's our final Zoom meeting. Submit. I want you to use that time to work on Grammar Writing 3. Submit any of your unfinished assignments, whatever you want. And if you need extra help before the end of the semester, come see me and talk to me. Now, I have an announcement about that too. I'm going to have lots of extra office hours, and I'm going to show you that in a moment here. Any questions about this? Our final Zoom meeting, and all work is due before December 16th, on or before December 16th. Any questions about this page, this announcement? Okay, no questions on this page. Then I will go to my final announcement. Final announcement. Because we will not meet on Zoom next week, I will be available to meet students for extra office hours this week and next week. And because to make life easy, I have made a sign up sheet for you guys so that you can choose a day and time that works for you, and I will know when I can meet with you, right? So I have extended extra office hours tomorrow, Wednesday, December 1st. And what I'm going to ask you to do is, in a minute, I'm going to put the link to this document into the chat, right? So if you know you want to sign up to meet me at a day or a time, just let's say you want to meet tomorrow at 12 p.m., just put your name and 310. So I remember which students from which class, okay? So that's, you can do this. When I send you the link, I'll send you the link in the chat, open it on your phone, in your computer, whatever, and you can sign up for a time to meet with me for 30 minutes, okay? For 30 minutes, if you need extra help or you need to talk to me about your grades or anything like that, okay?
Excuse me, Professor.
Yes, Suhas.
I wanted to make appointment, but I have my daughter with me. Is it okay if I bring her with me?
On Zoom?
Because no, in person appointment, in office hour.
There's no in-person. I'm not even
It's
inside.
like,
Yeah, no, there's no in-person.
it's only online, right?
Oh, okay.
Zoom. No, it's all Zoom still. And next
Oh.
semester too, everything is Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's good news or bad news, but yeah, everything is Zoom.
Yeah, it's okay. I can make appointment in Zoom meeting.
So
That's bad news.
Wednesday, so you can see tomorrow at 10:30. Well, I'm meeting with a student at 10:30, but 11, 11:30, 12, 12:30, 1 and 1:30. And then I've got all these extra times for Thursday, the 2nd, having extra office hours from 9 to basically from 9 to noon. Next Monday from 10:30 to 2. Next Tuesday, instead of doing Zoom at night, right, I'm going to be available during the day. But if you can only meet at night, please send me a text or an email. We can see if we can find a time to meet, okay? So Tuesday, next Tuesday from 12 to 3. And then next Wednesday, the 8th, from 10:30 to 2, right? So instead of having another live Zoom next week, I'm going to have all these extra office hours. So if you need help, if you have questions, come talk to me. I'm going to put this in the chat now. So again, anyone in this class right now can open the link and start to sign up for any of these days or times, okay? And I'll show you on the home page, especially for my people who are watching the recording, not here with me, right here where it says end of semester conference sign up sheet, that will take you, same thing from the homepage, that will take you right there. So even if you're only watching with me on the recording, you can sign up for an appointment right now, right? Okay, questions, any questions about this at all? I'm going to click off. So yeah, if people are signing up, I see there's a person in the document right now, anonymous coyote, that's fine. But remember, you all have permission to type into this document. So all you need to do is, if you want to meet me tomorrow at 12:30, just type, oh, excuse me. Just type your name and 310, right? Or if you want to meet next, whatever, right? Next Tuesday, type your name, Jeff 310. Any questions about this at all? Or about anything? Because that's a lot of information I gave you guys right at the beginning here.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Actually, sir, today I got an email that we don't have any classes.
No, I was having problems with Zoom. I wasn't the only one having problems with Zoom or office hours. Tonight, everything's working in Zoom right now. So that's why we're here together.
Okay, I thought that we don't have today, but I'm late. No problem.
No problem. Watch the Zoom recording because there's, watch the recording just because. Anybody else, questions? So far, just for people who are just coming in, I've talked about the final exam, right? I've talked about the fact that today is our last Zoom meeting. We will not meet next week. But if you need help or extra support or want to talk about your grade, I have all these extra office hours. So please use the sign-up sheet. And I see BB is typing her name exactly right? That's exactly what I want you to do. So if you want to talk, just put your name in the sign-up sheet and I will meet you at that time. Question?
Yeah. Do we have a final test?
Yes.
What will be that one? What time?
Watch the recording. Watch the recording. I already talked about it for 15 minutes, Kamgar.
No, I know. Sorry for that. Just for a reminder. So what time is gonna be?
Or
What date?
go into just go into Canvas. It's not live. You don't have to be here at a specific time. Just go. It's open in the assignments, Kamgar. Go look at it right now and ask and let me. It's this final reflection, and then let me know if you have questions. Other people, other questions, anything at all?
So it will be the same link we for to have appointment with you.
Each appointment is 30 minutes. Let's start with.
I know. Yeah, same Zoom link.
Yeah, all of them, right? There's 10:30 to 11, 11:30 to 11, 11 to 11:30. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all.
Professor,
Yes.
I already signed it. It's showing you, right?
Let's see. I see some people are signing up already. BB, Ina's there for Thursday. Great. BB's
Yeah.
signing up for next Tuesday. Perfect. Yeah. So that's all you got to do, right? All you got to do is type your name in the document and I will see you at that day and time.
Because only this day I did.
Your internet, I think, is a little slow, Ina. We can't hear you. Anybody else?
I get sometimes my baby to the childcare, so I don't want they like make a noise, like I wanna like talk.
That's fine. And of course, as always, you guys, if these times don't work, I hope they do, because I think I'm doing like, what, 7 or I don't even know, a lot of extra hours here. But if none of these times work, as always, just text me or email me and I will find a time to meet with you. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure, of course, Ina. Last call for questions about the final, our last Zoom meeting and all of the extra office hours and the sign-up sheet. Again, for people who weren't here or watching on the recording, remember, you can sign up for any of these 30-minute appointments right here on the home page where it says end of semester conference sign up sheet. That's where to find it if you're watching the recording. We good? Can I see yellow thumbs up if we're ready, if we're done?
Yes.
Vanessa says yes, 3, 4. Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Okay, so then what are we doing today? That is really up to you guys, because I just want to, if you guys have examples from your grammar writing 3, if you've got an idea, if you've got a question, I don't have any material prepared for us tonight. I just want to answer your questions and make sure you feel ready and comfortable to do what you need to do to finish everything you need to finish for this class. That's my goal for tonight. Now, I know Bibi's got an example for us to look at. So let's start with you, Bibi, if you're ready. But then if other people have grammar questions, homework, anything, that's what this time is for now. But Bibi, you ready?
Yes, Professor.
Okay, what do we got?
Okay, just my first sentences. So that's my own sentence. So my classmates say they have worked on this project for a long time.
And what are you, is it just, are we looking at the verb? What do you want to look at specifically?
I'm looking for the classes. How
Good.
many classes and how many verbs in there?
Good. Okay, so
Thank
you
you.
know what we're gonna do? We're gonna, what looks like a verb? Let's start with the verbs.
It's say and worked, have worked.
I agree. Now, do we have subjects for these verbs? Do we have a subject for say?
Yes, my classmate
I agree.
and the others, they.
I agree. Yep. And what is this? On this project for a long time? What do we have here?
An object.
I've got on this project, prepositional phrase, for a long time,
Yeah.
prepositional phrase, right? Good.
Yeah.
So this is another example. So how many, so what did you think, Bibi? Did you think, how many clauses did you think?
I think it's 2 classes. My classmates say 1 classes
It's one,
and they have worked the other classes.
it's 2 clauses. And
Yeah.
what is, yeah, it's 2 clauses. Now, here's the tricky thing. Now,
Yes.
I think, well, I don't think, I'm telling you, there is a hidden subordinator.
Yeah.
Remember how we've talked about this word, that, all the time? This is another example of how this word is so powerful in English, right? It is so powerful that sometimes it acts like a subordinator that you don't even need to say. Now, again, this is more of a G320. This is even more of a linguistics analysis of English sentence structure. I think the reason that you are right, Bibi, the reason there are 2 clauses in this sentence is I've got a subject and a verb. I've got they have worked, and I've got a sort of hidden or invisible subordinator that connects them. Because if you could also write the sentence this way, right? You could say the sentence, my classmates say that they have worked on this project. That's fine, right? But English is really, we can also just delete this and still understand that there's kind of like a secret subordinator there, because we do have 2 clauses. And so what type of sentence do we have? Simple, compound, complex? Or, well, not simple because we have 2 clauses. Is this compound or complex?
Yeah, compound. Compound.
Compound or complex?
Complex.
Oh, complex.
Yes, because we don't have a coordinating conjunction.
Oh, yes.
We don't have a coordinating conjunction. And which is the independent clause?
The second one.
The second.
My classmates say they have worked on this project for a long
They
time.
have work.
Right, exactly. If we say, my classmates say, period, that feels unfinished. We go, what, say what? What did they say, right? This is incomplete. So this is the dependent clause. And what verb tenses do we have? say is the main verb, and what tense is it in?
Present.
Yep. And how about have worked? What do we have?
Auxiliary
Yep, have is the auxiliary.
and work is a
Past form.
past form of
Have is the auxiliary in the present tense. Worked is the verb in the simple past tense. And actually, like we know, this isn't the simple past, right? This is the past participle.
past participle. Yes.
Verb tense do we have?
Present perfect.
That's it. That's it. So Bibi, you were right. We've got two clauses, no doubt about it. We've got two clauses.
Yeah, so if we want to analyze this in our writing tree, writing grammar tree, so
Yes.
should we use like my classmates say is from first sentences and third classes, and should I write it in different charts? And they have worked on this project on different charts.
Hold on, let me look at the assignment. This is, so let me look, just make sure I want to make sure everybody understands what you're asking here, Bibi.
Okay.
So you want to add this, say this again, you want to add this to grammar writing 3 or for which one?
No, I don't want to add this to grammar writing tree. I want to analyze as same as I want to analyze my other sentences in grammar writing tree.
Oh, I see.
So
I see. Yes. Okay. So it would be verb phrase. I see. Thank you. So we don't, so
Okay.
we understand the clauses. So what's the verb phrase?
What phrase when my it's only I have problem with this.
I think you're right.
Work.
Right? I think it's the verb phrase.
Yeah.
The verb phrase is just say, because that's where the clause ends,
Just say.
right? That's the rule we've been learning.
Hmm.
Right? The verb phrase
Okay.
ends at the period or at the new clause. So verb phrase 1 is just
Oh.
say, and then verb phrase 2 is what?
They have worked on this project for a long time.
Exactly.
Excuse me, Professor.
What?
We have the same sentence in the writing tree, but they may have, like, is it still the present perfect sentence?
Same. What's this? But now, but if we have may, then we need to do something different with the verb forms, right? Hold on one second. So if we have may, now I'm just gonna, I know it's a little bit different organization here, but I'm just gonna do it the same here. So we have say is the verb and it's in the simple present. We have is the auxiliary in the present. Now we've got may would need to be in here. What is may? What verb form do we have?
Auxiliary?
Yes. And specifically it's a modal, right?
Model, yes.
You don't need to call it a modal. Like we said, all modals are auxiliaries. But yes, if we've got may, then we should also add that to the verb phrase as well, right?
Okay, so it's still present perfect.
Yep, still
Okay.
perfect. And
Thank you.
great question, Zuhal, because adding a modal, this is a great question. Yeah, adding a modal, she shouldn't change the verb tense, right? I am studying. Well, it shouldn't change the verb tense. It shouldn't, it won't really, let's see, what would be an example? Yeah, notice that the modal, the verb form for the auxiliary be, the modal will change. For this example, it will change the form of the auxiliary verb, but what verb tense do I have for all 3 sentences?
B.
Yeah, what verb tense?
Present.
Yes,
Continuous.
present continuous.
Exactly. So it's a great question, Zuhal. Sometimes adding a modal might change the form, the verb form of the modal, but it won't change the tense. So when you're asking, oh, is it still present perfect? Yes, the modal will not change the tense.
Okay.
Yeah, great question, Zuhal. Bibi, did I answer your question or make sure I understood your idea for the information you wanted for this example? If I didn't, Bibi, just let me know. Okay, good. Bibi says yes in the chat. Great, perfect example. I love it. Well, now what else? What other ideas, questions, examples, any other random thoughts or questions, any help you need? What it's all about your questions tonight, you guys. Or if there are no questions, I don't even want to say leave early, because then everyone will say, oh, I don't have any questions. Let's go home. No questions. No questions. 200 is 2 followed by 2 zeros, Bibi says in the chat. That is absolutely correct. Yes. 200 is 2 followed by 2 zeros. 100 is 2 zeros. Or 2, yeah, let's keep it this way. 1,000, 3 zeros. Right? And that's why you've got things like 20,000, 300. Right? And even if it's not this simple, you'd still say, for example, 20,347, right? But if there's 3 numbers after the comma, Bibi, you're still going to say 1,000, whether it's 4,000 or 4,347. It's all the same, all the same. And just because Bibi has a numbers question, something else that's really interesting that we do all the time in the US is, even if I have this number, this could be 12 plus 2 zeros. So sometimes it's very common for Americans to say 1,200, right? For many students, this is like this. Why are you making my life so hard? This is insane. Why would you say that? But we do this all the time, right? Or 4,600 is 46 plus 2 zeros. So we could say 4,600. Really common. But remember, it's also never wrong. It is never wrong to say 4,600. That's never wrong. Okay. So, but if you get comfortable, you guys in Sacramento, saying 1,200, 4,600, for example, what would this one be? I have 67 and 2 zeros. So what would that be?
6,700
Thank you, Kamgar. Exactly.
or 6,700.
Exactly. And this to me sounds very native speaker, right? 1,200, 4,700, 67. So, you know, if you feel comfortable practicing that kind of very like, you know, it's not like slang, it's just really a common way to say these numbers in the US. But 4,600, 6,700, never wrong. That is never wrong.
Chat, because I don't want to say anything.
Excuse me, Professor.
Sure.
Excuse me, Professor.
Yes.
There was a lot of noise, so I couldn't turn on my speakers. So I want to analyze this sentences. How do I analyze in 200? The same question that I write in the chat. 200 is 2 followed by 2 0. How do I analyze that?
What do you mean? Oh, that's like
like if I have the same question that they're writing so how do I analyze this?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, what's the verb?
Is
Yep. What's the subject noun phrase?
Subject noun phrase 200.
Yep. Yep. Now, do we have another verb?
Here's a follow it. So I don't know. Is that a verb?
We've got a verb form. Do we have another subject or not?
No, we
Let's,
don't have another subject.
is this a linking verb or an action verb? Think about from the very beginning of the semester when we were talking about parts of speech. The verb be, is this an action verb or linking verb?
Yeah, it's a linking verb. It's not action verb.
Now remember, if we see a linking verb and you see something that looks like a verb form, it can be very helpful to think, okay, is this an adjective? Because remember, adjectives after linking verbs can go back to describe the main subject, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
think about this, like what are these words doing here? 2 followed by 0. What is this modifying?
These are all modifying 200.
I think so too.
Yeah. So this follow is acting like an adjective in the sentences.
I think followed is the adjective. It looks like the past participle, but it's actually acting like an adjective that modifies and describes the subject noun phrase.
Okay.
5 2 zeros. Verb forms is the verb. Followed. It looks like, if you wanted to call this a past P adjective, it looks like it looks like a verb form, but in this sentence, it's not acting like one. Verb tense is the simple present. That's it. That's really it, right?
Okay, sure. So, and my grammar writing tree, should I write follow it by past participle adjective?
Yeah, I think that's
same as this.
Well, it just shows that what you just did in with us in the whole class, maybe is, it shows, okay, I was thinking about this. I looked at that word. It looked like a verb, but I wasn't sure. Even if it's a verb form, even if that's the past participle of the verb, in this sentence, in this context, it's acting like an adjective. It's describing the subject noun phrase.
Okay, thank you, Professor.
Yeah, great example. I mean, why this tense? We are talking about a number or math, something that is always true. We use the simple present to talk about things that are always true. Yeah. Sorry, BB, I thought you were talking about numbers, but you just wanted to look at the sentence. Yeah.
Thank you, Professor.
Of course. Kamgar is saying the school auditorium has 69 rows of seats. Each row has 48 seats across. If 6,000 people want to see the show, how many times do the students have to do the talent show? Kamgar, is this for a math class? What is going on? Or are we supposed to look at the grammar here? What's going on?
Yes, sir, it's from a math class.
Okay. Do you want to analyze the grammar or do you want to answer the math question?
No, I want to answer the math class.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. 69 rows times 48 seats. What's I need a calculator on this one. I'm not going to lie, you guys. 69 times. Oops. $3,312. So then you'd have to do 6,000 people divided by 3,312. And I know the answer already, right? It's going to be 3 shows. Because, wait, excuse me, hold on. I'm so sorry. It's going to be 2 shows. I'm so bad at math, you guys. 3,312 times 2. That would mean 6,624 people could see the show. So 1.8. So they need to do the talent show 2 times. There's a little math class for you, Kamgar. Other grammar questions. That's about the best math I can do, you guys. I teach language for a reason, Any other grammar questions about this class or another example or anything at all?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
You got it, Gumgar. Cool. Well, if not, like it says here on the slide, I will just say thank you so much for being a part of our ESLG 310 class this semester. I really enjoyed working with all of you. I love this class, even though this semester was so long. I really enjoyed working with you. You guys had great questions. And as always, I love to read your sentences, right? Your letters and your posts in the discussion. Really, really wonderful. So I really hope that I get to work with you guys again. I'm teaching 325 in the spring. I'll be teaching, we've talked about this, but I teach 325, I teach 340. So if you're going to keep going, right, if you want to continue to university level, you want to transfer to Sac State or Davis, come see me. I would love to talk about reading and writing with you guys instead of only grammar, which is great, but sometimes it's a lot of details, so I hope to work with all of you again. It was really great to work with you guys.
Same here, sir.
excuse me.
I'm very pleased to have you, and you're really I have some background noise that I couldn't make all the time. Because of my kids. I'm really happy that I have such a talented professor like you. That when you explain something, it's everything is like clearly we can get it. Like I don't complain and I don't get the name of someone, but in other class I'm not able to get it. So here, when I'm doing a question, when I'm asking a question, everything I get it back like almost like 80 to 90% get back of that. But in some, I'm really happy. Maybe in the future, I'll have a class with you. I hope I do have. So thank you very much. And I schedule my name if you can see if it is right or wrong in the Wednesday.
Perfect.
So I'll be there for 30 minutes to talk. I'll talk with you from each of them.
Perfect. Sounds good. Well, thank you. And of course, when what you say makes my heart feel very warm. The reason that I do this job is because I love helping all of you, and it's really nice to hear that you learned something or that I can answer people's questions. That's very good to know. So thank you for saying that, Kangar. It means
You're welcome. And sorry, Bibi, that I entrap and just didn't let you to talk. Sorry for that, Bibi. You can talk now.
No, that's okay. Thank you so much. So do we have to leave, Professor? I can ask another question as well because I have a bunch of questions. So that's
let's do this. Yeah, I can stay until my normal time if Bibi wants to meet one-on-one. But if you don't have questions, then let's say goodbye. Or if people want to stay, that's fine too. But if it's only Bibi, then you guys don't have to stick around. If you don't have questions, go do other homework or look at the.
Excuse me, Professor.
Yes, Suhal.
After grammar 310, is it grammar 320 or 25?
320.
Okay, and are you teaching the 320? Oh, okay.
I teach 325 is the reading and writing class. So if you want to go to university, right? If you want to get a degree, you need to take transfer level English. 325 is the last reading and writing class before English Writing 300. That's the regular English class, or ESLW 340. That's our transfer level writing class that we have inside of our department. I teach that class in next fall.
Okay, thank you, Professor.
Yeah, of course.
What do you have for this spring, sir? What class? Same class?
Same class. I think I've talked about it a couple of times. Yeah, 310, G310 again. So, I think everybody's going to pass this class, hopefully. So you're done with G310. And then ESL 325, reading and writing. And then a much higher level class, that's ESLW 350. That's a literature class, right? That's about novels and short stories and poetry and fiction and all that different kind of stuff. And it's really, you kind of have to take that class after you learn how to write a research paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
I'm not good in poetry, even though in my language.
That's okay. That's okay.
Thank you, sir.
Of course. Anybody else? Questions, ideas, or BB just wants to talk about grammar. After 315, what level is going to be? Yeah, so after, oh, okay, so ESL 315, that's reading and writing. So for reading and writing, it goes 55, 315, 325. So if you are taking 315 right now and you want to go to university, you should take 325 with me in the spring, all online, exactly like this class, 1 Zoom a week, not required. I record every Zoom meeting, no due dates except for the major assignments. But I will warn you, it's a 6-unit class. It's a lot more work than this class, a lot more reading and writing in 325. But if you take 315, you pass, you want to continue, 325 is next. I teach 325 every semester. Thank you. I didn't see whose question. That was Khalid's question. Thank you for your question, Khalid.
Excuse me, Professor, can I ask a question?
Okay.
My question is, can we get ESL and regular English class together in next semester?
Yeah, you could. I had another student ask me, can I take 340, ESLW 340 and English writing 300? You can. I feel like, time is valuable and money is valuable. So you don't need to take those 2 classes because they do the same thing on your transcript. But for example, if a student wanted to take an English class and also take like G320 or a high listening ESL class, that could be totally appropriate. So I think it just depends on the student and the type of classes, Rafi.
You mean after 325?
Yeah, after 325 in ESL, inside of ESL, after 325, you've got W340 and W350. Those are it for ESL. After 325, if you want to go into regular English, English 300, 301, whatever, you can do that as well.
I mean, this course that you want to teach next semester count as a 300 regular? Or no?
Okay, good question, Rafi. 340. So if people are higher, and Khalid is asking about Professor Specker for 325. Yes, she's a full-time faculty. I work with her all the time. She's been at ARC for a long time. Now, I don't know if she does Zoom recording. I don't know how she does online classes, but she's a very experienced professor, and she's very good. Rafi's question is ESL. So here's the thing. ESL 315, this is reading and writing. So it's ESL 315, ESL 325. And then you can take ESLW 340, transfer level English. Now, every student who graduates even with an associate's degree or wants to transfer to Sac State, UC, whatever, they must complete transfer level English. English writing 300 is also transfer level English, right? So you could take English 300 now. There's no prereqs. Students can take that at any time. So usually, like I said, after English writing 300 or ESLW 340, then we have ESLW 350. This is not transfer level English, but it transfers to UC and CSU as a humanities elective. It's a 4-unit class. It will count to your GPA, and you can transfer it into to a state school or a UC, but It's not required, right? It's not mandatory. Like W340 or 300 must take, right? You must take it. 350 is an option, but if you do take it, you can transfer it and the 4 units when you go to a state or a UC school. Did I explain myself, Rafi? Did that make sense?
Yes, yes. I appreciate.
Perfect. Yeah. I know all the enrollment stuff and what counts and what transfers. It's a lot of rules and a lot of classes and blah, 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 right? Great. Amazing questions. Great questions. What else? Questions about this stuff and anything else? Grammar, anything. What else? What else you got? Or if it's nothing, then I can just hang out with Bibi and say goodbye to you guys and hang out with Bibi.
Are you waiting for me, Professor?
Nope. I'm waiting for everybody else. And if we're done, I'm going to stop the recording.
Thank you, Professor,
Thank you
for
so,
everything.
you're so welcome. It was such a pleasure to work with you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Professor.
Thank you, Vanessa. And thank you to all of you. And thank you for watching the recording. Even if you're not here with me, I say thank you so much. It was great to work with you this semester. And remember, this is our last Zoom, but text, email me, sign up to come see me. We've still got about 2 weeks. I'm here to help if you need me. Okay. Otherwise, see you all in a different.
So we can come anytime, wherever we want, like to